Alright guys, thanks for coming back to the channel, thanks for coming back to another video. So just a quick one, this is just an intro to some footage that I shot previously. So like I mentioned in the video where I'm driving the Land Rover, if you haven't seen that, go check it out. It is pretty fun, it's a bit of a laugh, which always makes me laugh even when watching it back. And yeah, it's a pretty good video, so give that a watch. But I also explain in there that at the beginning of lockdown 1, scary that we have to say that now. Beginning of lockdown 1, I picked up a car. It was a Mercedes SLK230 compressor. So it was a little supercharged 2.3 litre 4-cylinder old gen Mercedes. Really fun. Had some fun with it. You don't really see many of them on YouTube being, you know, having stuff done to them, having been modified. So I chose to do that. Something a bit different, something quite fun. So I put that on coilovers, did a few bits and bobs, got some nice wheels for it, etc, etc. It's all explained in this video. I keep referring in this, so this footage was shot when I still had the car. I've now got rid of it. So that footage was shot about a month ago maybe, just before I got rid of the car. So yeah, you might hear me saying, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I'm not, because I don't have the car anymore, but yeah, I just keep going through cars. But it was fun. I just thought you'd be interested to have a look around it, have a look at some of the fun things that I've done to it, and just see the car. And then what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be shooting some detailing videos coming up very shortly. So I've got a few cars lined up that I've actually said to people, look, give me a car, I will clean it, just as long as I can film it, no charge sort of thing. So I did that with a few of my friends, and we're going to get a few interesting cars on video. Show you guys the footage. There's not going to be an outro, so when you see it end, it's just going to be the end. So yeah, thanks for coming back. Just a quick video today again, and stay tuned for some more content coming. Alright, take it easy guys. What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. It's been a while, there's been some changes. I'm just going to quickly run you through. Like I mentioned in the last video, we've got a new project here on the channel, new car. Call it a project, maybe? I don't know. It's a car that I've picked up and I've ended up doing bits to, so maybe it is, who knows. A few changes first. The Merc finally fixed the wing mirror on it. That is going. It has a really bad oil leak. Rear main oil seal, we believe, took under tray off and it was like a river. So that is going. We've got a Volvo V70 to replace it, which is good. It's going to fulfill what we need it to fulfill in terms of carrying the dogs, being reliable. It's a D5. I had one years ago, the S60 Saloon, before I started the channel. Loved it. I ended up binning it, ditching it, and that's the other reason I got rid of it. Otherwise I'd still have it today, because it was honestly the best car. Comfy seats, did everything I could have asked of it. So yeah, but here's what you're waiting for. This is the new car on the channel. I'll take you around it. So first of all, it's a 2000 Mercedes SLK 230 compressor. So it's a 2.3 litre inline 4 supercharged engine. Everyone pinches the Eaton superchargers out of these for use on like MX-5s and stuff like that, and they also pinch the mini ones, but they pinch these a lot as well because they're everywhere. Comes in a couple of forms. There's an SLK 200, I don't know if there's a 180, but there is. The Mercedes do a 1.8 supercharged. There's a 2 litre, and this is the biggest of the supercharged engines. It's the 2.3 supercharged. So yeah, it's 197 brake horsepower for the facelifted models like these. It's, you know, it's not terrible. It's not great. The gearbox lets it down. It's really slow. It's the old 5G Tronic slush box thing. So I've been the worst YouTuber in the world, and I haven't videoed any of the stuff that I've done to this. I was just super busy. I had some super big jobs to be cracking on with, and I don't know, I just never got the camera out. It was just all go, go, go when I needed to do things. So I know, sucks. I'll take you through the rest of it, obviously, as and when that develops. I'll make a concerted effort to do that. For now, I'll take you around what I've done to it, how it's sitting, and yeah, how it's been so far. I bought this in March, I think. I bought it sight unseen for £700. Guy delivered it from Stockport for £100. So it was either Stockport or Liverpool, somewhere that way. So yeah, I bought it sight unseen when I was bored, start of lockdown. So yeah, let's take you around and show you what's going on. Right, so as you can see, it is a hardtop convertible, which is good. Get all the good bits of the convertible aspect of things, so wind through your hair and all that. but without any of the security issues, and it's a lot warmer as well in there compared to like a traditional soft top. It's pretty good. Roof motor on these, a lot of them tend to go, there's loads of micro switches, they do on all old convertibles, but this one's pretty good. I'm just going to do some preventative maintenance, check all the micro switches, clean them all up, change the hydraulic oil in the pump and all that sort of stuff, but that's boring stuff. So it came to me completely standard. What I've done is lowered it. So the lighting's not great tonight, and this camera is at the limit of its ISO, so it won't get much more lighting. But there's a little bit of arch cap still, but passes the shoe test for sure, front and rear. So I've loaded it on JOM coilovers. Usually they're like absolutely dirt cheap, but for these, for some reason, it's a really weird setup. At some point when I've got the car up on the ramps, I will show you why, but it's basically like on some cars you have the shock and spring separate on the rear. It's the same on the front, so there's like a little housing where the spring sits and then shock. So you think that'd be simpler, but for some reason JOM want to charge you like 300 quid for coilovers for these, which JOM's like, you go to them because you want, you know, you want it to be low. You don't want any of the premium stuff. You don't want to pay more than 150 quid, which, you know, I've done in the past on some of my older cars, but here we are, with the cheapest anyway still, so 300 quid later, and it is lowered. Rears, I've had to take the adjuster's still in, but I've had to take the locking ring out so it could go a bit lower. Need to do some work so it can go lower as well, but what you will notice is these wheels. I'll get some better shots in the daytime, but these are 9" at the front, 10" at the back, so we've got a bit of dishy boy. Bit of dish. And yeah, they're 18s, so they are Ray's wheels. They are real wheels, they are not reps. Cost nearly, well, with tyres, they cost as much as I paid for the car. Got them off my good friend Rich down at Autoworks. He had them on an S14, so they are Jap fitment. They're Ray's Victrix wheels, and they're in 5x114.3 Jap fitment. This is 5x112, so I've got some wobble bolts on there. Spacers, I think I'm running 5 at the back and 10 at the front, so it pulls the front out a bit more. With the backs being wider, they didn't really need it. I've got some weight reduction. Got these headlights, because the standard headlights are like a candle. I don't really like how these are angel eye headlights, but the projectors, so I don't really care. That's all I wanted, projector headlights, so I can put an LED bulb in there. So it's actually bright. Got my Sad Boy Race Club sticker up there on a generic eBay matte black banner. It's a lot harder putting these on than I thought. Trying to get it straight and stuff. A lot more work. I thought you could just slap them on, but you can't. I will get some better light quality pictures and videos and put them in there, and I'll show you around the interior, but there's not really much to it anyway. I've had a few issues with it. I'll talk about them tomorrow when it's a bit more light, but it's been a good little car. I've spent way more on it than it deserves, and I've spent way more money than I should have on it. Like double the value of the car just on bits for it and repairs and daft stuff. But it's really fun, I really enjoy it. It can be pushed fairly hard. At the minute it does rub a bit when you, well, rubs quite a lot when you're driving it, but I'm going to cut the arches out, the inner lip on them at some point, and sort that. We've got plenty of weight reduction going on. Big rust holes. What I'm going to show you is one of my favourite things that I've done. Let's go in here. Oh yeah, yeah, we got neons. Yeah, we got neons. I say neons, more like an LED strip kit off Amazon. That isn't that wise, it kind of just shows up at the front a bit, but I love it. I've got this little remote for them. You can pull some and stuff, but to be honest, I just leave it on the purple or the cyan. Oh yeah, there we go, look at that, purple, cyan. Well, that was blue, cyan. White, I don't know why I'd want that, I don't really look white. Boom, boom. Yeah, I love it. Green if you're a chav, get it to do a whoa epilepsy. But yeah, I mostly just leave it on the purple because it looks aesthetic. But yeah, so I'll like I say, I'll be inserting some better lighting pictures and videos into this, so hopefully you should see that.
Alright, so here's a few daytime shots. I'm trying to determine what the best ISO is here. 200, 400. Yeah, we'll go with that. It's quite cinematic, if I do say myself. I'm just giving it a wash, so here are the wheels in all their glory. Now if let's turn that up. There we go. So they're not perfect, you know, they're getting on a bit. It's a machined finish, but they're pretty nice. The lips come up pretty well. You can see there, it's a very shiny boy. So yeah, I like that. I think it looks quite good with the roof up as well. Like the shape of it with the roof up, it's like a little, I don't know, like a little hardtop coupe here. And I just really like it. I think it's sitting really well at the minute. I think at some point I will have to go lower, but for now it's sitting alright. Don't mind this. It's just covering up loads of rust. Because the previous owner put these on, which then held water, which then made it rust. So, GG on that. So these are the headlights. They're freshening up the front end a whole lot with being projectors and like clear and one piece rather than the split down there for the indicator. The only thing I would say again is their angel eye, which is a bit cringe, a bit chav, but I don't know. It's better than, there's no other projectors you can get for these unless you like custom make them, and I will mess that up, so yeah, not going to do that. I'll show you inside real quick while it's daytime. So here we go. I haven't cleaned it inside, so apologies for that. Got some little cup holders too. Fancy boys. Swapped out all the trim for some carbon trim. It doesn't have heated seats. These just came with carbon trim, although I have got some heated seats in the garage that I need to try and, yeah, long story. New gear knob, silver surround. So it's weird stuff that like, it's like that weird rubberized paint. You can get a touch-up kit, so I'm going to have to get one of those. It's like a 20 quid for a little bottle of it, which is pretty annoying. But you just dab it on the sponge and it brings it all back to this like grey rubberized texture. A lot of cars have it and it starts going, it's really annoying. There's not really that much in here. Steering wheel's okay, it's a bit bus-like. It's got some wood here, like under here and here and here. I'm really tempted to get like a wooden Nardi or Personal, or even like a cheaper OMP where it's wood with the polished spokes. Just so it looks a bit like cool, I don't know, a bit smaller, a bit racier. And this is starting to go anyway, so like if I'm gonna sort of fix this, I might as well just get a new one instead. Got my sun strip. I really like how with the sun strip, I like how low it feels now. You just feel like a little like a chopped roof thing. It's really cool. Personally. Aftermarket radio, which automatically connects to my Bluetooth when I get in, which is the best thing ever. It's like the most modern feature I've ever had on a car. Even my Beamer, you had to use in my E90 330D, you had to use a bloody aux cable, and it's like, come on mate, this is, you know, this, you should have Bluetooth by now, but yeah, so someone put this in, and it matches, it's carbon as well, so it goes with the trim. I had to get a new fascia for it because I broke that when I was changing all the trim. But yeah, I'm mega happy with that.